Good morning. I'm here with Alexis, who is the owner of Andi's Hair and Barbershop in Gilbert. And guess what? There's another location coming here next to Eastmark. So good morning, Alexis. Thanks for joining me. Also, by the way, thank you for coming to the Cornwall for a Cause and bringing like half your team, basically.
Absolutely, It was fun.
Yeah, what did you think about that? I mean, have you ever seen something like that?
I have not. I actually am excited for next year.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about possibly trying to do something similar here at Eastmark.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, and then also neighbors, if any of y'all went there and I didn't get a chance to say hi to you, I apologize. Obviously I was working with the team, but thank you for coming as well. But anyways, tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so I have been owning hair salons since 2012. I owned my first one in the Vail Valley of Colorado, and we moved here in 2022. That's when I signed with Diversified for our East Mesa location. We have been waiting a little bit because it hasn't opened yet, but we're hoping this summer it's gonna open. In the meantime, my product line came to me and said, we need you to open anything in 2023. And so we opened near downtown Gilbert.
Love it. Yeah, your setup is really nice.
Thank you.
And it's a prime location.
Yeah.
So I know
we got really lucky.
Yeah, y'all have been busy, I know that.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty cool to see the growth of your team and the business over the past few years. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
Could you share what originally got you into this whole world that you're in now?
Yeah, the beauty industry?
Yes.
So when I was 16, I was a receptionist and I loved it and went to my dad and said, I think this is what I want to do for a living. And so he bought me my first hydraulic chair, mannequin head, mannequin hands, paid for me to do an apprenticeship. So I left school halfway through the day, my senior year, and did hair. I went to Ferris State in Michigan for business. There I hooked up with Disney and did an internship with them to learn customer service. And then after college, moved to North Carolina and did the Aveda thing.
Wow.
From there, I moved to Colorado.
I just learned so much about you right there that I didn't know. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, being an entrepreneur, right? You got to have this mindset of like, you want to do something that you enjoy, but sometimes it can get rough and then it becomes not fun. Like, I'm sure it's not all like rainbows and butterflies, right? So maybe you could share some of the challenges that you've had as a small business owner and how you overcame those, or even if you're still working on those, because obviously no one's perfect and we all struggle with things, right?
Yeah, so I would say I always run my salons as I'm the weakest link, which is a pretty intense way to run a business. So keeping people on board with my intensity sometimes gets a little hard because I work 6-7 days a week and I don't want my stylist to work 6-7 days a week, but when they see the owner doing that, they feel they should do that. So there's a fine line of, I don't allow any of my girls or guys to work more than 4 days a week because I want to keep their passion fresh.
Yeah, you don't want to get them burnout, right?
Right.
Because burnout is a real thing.
Yes.
Are there times where you've experienced burnout to a point where you're like, man, like you have to reevaluate, or how do you deal with that when you get burnt out?
Yeah, absolutely. So we moved to Arizona because the burnout was real. I built my salon in Colorado before I had kids. And once my kids truly were mobile and needing me a little bit more, I had no sense of boundaries of saying no to my clients and saying yes to my kids. So we reevaluated, and decided to pick family first. So we moved here to be by family and kind of reset and got a refresh of the outlook of what owning a business looks like.
Yeah, I mean, how much sleep have you lost, right? Of like stressing over the business and the inner workings, all the cogs, and it's just like, but then you just do it all again.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a choice. It's like the path you chose.
Yes.
And we're just making it happen and figuring it out. And that's kind of part of the beauty and the, I guess the dark side of running your own business, your own operation, because you gotta, okay, so this is kind of funny. You have to be a little psychotic in order to be
Yes.
a small business owner, right?
Yes.
Like, it's not for the average person by any means.
It's definitely not for the weak-hearted.
Yeah, like, talk about having faith, right?
Right.
I mean, you really, like, having faith is one thing, doing the work is a completely other task, and then being patient and
Which is my #1 struggle. I think that's why East Mesa has taken so long, so I'm sorry that it has, but I think God was trying to teach me some patience, which I'm gonna have a very thick skull, so
yeah.
took me a little bit.
It's hard to wait for all the, benefits and everything to come to fruition, right? Because you're just in that constant like growth phase and grind, grow, and do the work. But it's like, man, when is the success going to come? When is this new, building going to come? When are they going to open it up? So on and so forth.
Well, and I think what's hard for me is, and it's awesome doing hair because there is no ceiling. So it's just more like, okay, well, I hit this goal. Now what's my next goal? And I hit this goal. Now what's my next goal? Which, yeah.
What is your next goal? Since we're talking about goals here.
I don't know. I've been praying a ton about, which I am trying to make sure that I am staying on the right path of. When I first moved here, I was like, it'd be really cool to own 4 locations. And then I have to check myself and say, hey, you moved here to slow down. So there's like a, you like.
Doesn't sound like you're slowing down.
Yeah. So I don't know that yet.
Yeah, so you're kind of battling with that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so how's Matt Matt is her husband. So how is he with all this and supporting you?
He is so supportive. Whatever I want, he's on board with, which I'm like, one of these years, he's not gonna go for all my chaos, but I am very lucky that he's still on board.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good dude, so
He
that's
is a
not
good
surprising.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, so man, maybe I should interview him and just be like, hey, how is it being a husband to a crazy lady? No, I'm joking.
Yes. He'd be like, well,
Yeah.
Story after story.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
What's your greatest success, you would say, out of your business? Out of all the years of doing this? I know. And it doesn't have to be, financially, or it could be anything. What do you consider the greatest success of your business?
So when I moved here, I sold my salon to one of my stylists that worked for me for 8 years, and she started right out of school. And I would have to say that's probably one of the most successful things I've ever done, is built someone to be able to own.
Wow.
Because that's kind of what we do is, we want to teach people and make sure that we have their career and we take it serious because it's their livelihood.
Yeah.
And to be able to hand that to her and see her succeed is awesome.
I love that. I love that. I mean, how cool is it to be able to pour into somebody and to watch them grow and to flourish? How cool is that?
So what I would say is, being an owner, it is a special kind of crazy, but I also get to do 2 very cool things. I get to take people and help their career and their livelihood and build them up through that. But then I also get to see people on their day-to-day. And even if it's 30 minutes of their day, I get to build them up. And I just, with Ooh La La, which was my last salon, and then Andi's, my main focus is to make people feel good. And so it just is the best of all worlds.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited.
I'm huge into pouring into people, especially the youth. It's like,
Yeah.
Growing up, I had certain mentors that either they did know or didn't know that they were having an immense impact on my life and the direction of where I was going to take. I could have easily became a knucklehead and went down the wrong path.
Yeah.
But, by God's grace and my family and my parents, my upbringing, and the people I chose to surround myself with, both on and off the field, playing sports, and teachers, they have a huge impact on you. Whoever your superior is, if you want to put it that way, your mentor, that has a lot to do with how you're going to be moving forward in life, right? So like coaches, we were talking about sports earlier off camera,
Yeah.
right? One of the reasons why I want to start this, well, number one, my girls asked me to, so there's that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no to that.
Right?
Number two,
thing.
yeah. Number two is I understand what it means to have someone who is pouring into you every week and you see them on a regular basis, who is not necessarily your mom or your dad.
Yeah.
It's a non-family member and it's a coach, so it's someone outside of your immediate circle, but you get to see value in what they're doing for you, right?
Right.
So when we coach the girls, yeah, we're teaching them volleyball skills and whatnot, but I'm also telling them, hey man, it's like, you're not gonna be a winner in everything you do.
Right.
That's just life. You know, just this past weekend, I told you we lost in the gold bracket championship. We were undefeated, played 2 undefeated teams. We beat the first one, lost to the second one, but I told them, hey, it's okay. We're all proud of each other. You all
Right.
worked hard, you did your best, and that's all we could do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So guess what? That's just one game. We have a lot of other games that we could choose to play if we continue to do this. And we can grow, we can learn from this, learn from our mistakes and be better.
Right.
And be champions again.
Well, and I think that people focus on winning and they don't ever want to teach people how to lose.
Yes.
And I think that is a very big lesson to learn in life in general, in your career, in raising children, and just being part of society is knowing how to handle losing the proper way.
I love that. Okay, so just drawing parallels here, going back to volleyball this past weekend. So my oldest, Mila, she's a very naturally talented person. Like Lana, her little sister, has to work a little harder, but she's also 8 compared to 10. So,
Right.
you know, there's that gap. But for Mila, she was very frustrated when we lost yesterday.
Yeah.
And she is not that great at handling losses yet,
Right?
but she was very frustrated. And
I mean, there's still some days that I have to check myself.
so I had to have a conversation with her yesterday when we were watching game tape. And I said, I don't ever want you to do this again. And what she did was, I should say what she didn't do, she refused to shake the other team's hand initially and finally did it. And that is just absolutely unacceptable in our household. Like, no thank you.
Yeah.
We don't do that. So I had to have a stern talk with her and she'll never do that again.
Right.
Just put it that
Well,
way. Well, yeah, hopefully.
She was
right?
just more in her feelings than.
Yeah, and I know, we're growing,
Right.
she's learning, I get
Right.
it. So I'm giving people grace.
Right.
But the
Also, yeah.
but the importance of learning how to be humble, both in victory and in defeat, is very important skill in life. And how do we learn that? I mean, some of the best ways are through sports, right?
Yeah.
Because you feel it, it's right there. It's
Yeah.
a team environment. You know, you're setting an example. So back to that whole game thing. Like, so even when we won, I said, hey, we're all gonna line up, we're gonna clap for that other team, we're gonna shake their hands, but we're gonna clap for them and say, hey, good job.
Right.
I want to do the same thing when we lost. So we
Yeah.
did that. And
That's
yeah,
great.
so her, yeah, that was, especially as a coach's daughter, it's just
Right. I was just gonna say,
unacceptable.
like, well, not that, but more, what a cool thing to be the coach's daughter.
Yeah.
Like, it's good and bad, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so I know
she's
they
now
feel that.
learning. Yeah, she's learning how to share you.
Yeah.
But also, she gets you front and center, helping her through and through. And my dad always said, all you have in life is your word and your last name.
I
And
love that.
your last name is, you're teaching your girls what that looks like.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a huge thing that you're giving them, which is.
So you're also an athlete mom, right?
I don't coach.
Yeah, but
Yes.
but you have
Yes.
kids that are very active, and what do they do?
I have a daughter that plays volleyball as well, and then I have a son that plays hockey. Yeah, and my husband plays hockey.
He still plays?
Yeah, he's on the old man's league, don't
It's like the 80-year-old. No, I'm joking, dude. I'm joking. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Does
cool.
he coach then?
He does not coach.
Okay.
No, he works 12 jobs to let me live my dream.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, Alexis. Question of the hour.
Yes.
Why did you name it Andi's?
Andi's. Oh, that's a good question because honestly, everyone thinks that my name is Andi, and it is not. It's Alexis. But my dad's name was Andi. And so my first salon was named Ooh La La because my dad called myself and my 2 sisters the 3 ooh la la girls when we were not so ooh la la. And then after going to barber school and deciding to have the barbershop aspect of it as well, I wanted more of a unisex name. And so since my dad was a big inspiration in my entire career, I decided to name it after him. He flew down to North Carolina to Aveda to be my first and my last men's cut. And he just was my biggest cheerleader and fan.
I love that.
Yeah.
Daddy's girl, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not getting teary-eyed right now. Don't worry about it. I'm actually getting emotional right now. Your dad passed away, huh?
He did. Yeah. He died of ALS going on 10 years ago.
Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, and he was a single dad of 4 kids, so he was pretty amazing.
Woo, super dad.
Yeah, he was.
Man. So if you are looking to get your hair styled by her team in Gilbert, and hopefully soon, like in the next few months, right? Here near Eastmark.
Hoping July.
Yeah, and where's your location here in Eastmark?
On the corner of Ellsworth and Elliott.
Very close. That's what a great location. 2 great locations.
Yes.
Location, location, location.
Yes, we have been very blessed so far.
I love that. Hey, so if you're looking to get your appointment with Alexis and her amazing team at Andi's, mention Realtor Dad and she'll give you how much?
20% off.
Go do it. She's awesome. Her team's amazing. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home, reach out to your boy. I'll see you in the next one.